Pronounced are every pony. This is BronyDan. It's not original, but hey, you try coming up with reality these days. You know, I'm going to be honest and say this, but A Royal Problem is one of those episodes that really did have to grow on me. I mean, when I first watched it, I didn't really like it, but I suppose that was because this was early season 7 and I was still in my anti-Starlight mode. But watching it now, it's actually one of the better episodes because it gave us more of an insight into the interactions and personalities of Celestia and Luna, and it can be pretty funny at times. So when I heard we were going to be getting another episode centered on the Royal Sisters, I was excited. So let's not waste any more time, let's take a look at Between Dark and Dawn. We open on the main 6 dealing with another rejected Pokemon design, only to have the Royal Sisters intervene and stop the whole thing.
All the times we've actually needed their help and they show up for this?
Again, it's season 9, we're a little bit slow getting things addressed until the final hurdle. In fact, you could say that throughout this episode, Celestia and Luna seem to be going through something of a midlife crisis as they try to get more active in what the main 6 usually do on their own.
You've been helping us an awful lot, and we know you have way more important rulery things to do, so...
We've spent more than enough time in the throne room. Real life is happening out here.
Battling the Everfree Forest alongside Star Swirl made us realize what we've missed out on. So instead of spending the day ruling,
And the night patrolling dreams.
we wanted a chance to do the things you do.
We want to get down with you hip kids. They still say that, right? So Pinkie Pie suggests that Celestia and Luna basically make a bucket list of all the things they've never had the chance to do, and ensure we get a bit more of an insight into Celestia and Luna's personalities.
I spend each night in every pony's intense dreams, so I could use some real-world downtime.
I understand, but for me, every day is real world. I crave excitement!
I'm not sure how we can both be happy. Unless...
We take turns doing what we like! Sister trip!
And so Celestia and Luna leave the main 6 in charge of something called the Royal Swanifying, as well as raising the sun and moon in their absence. Because, yeah, that has never been a problem for her before.
We have put a small part of our power in this amulet. You can activate it with your magic at any time. Preferably dawn and dusk.
And now we get something that fans have been asking for a long time for. An actual duet between Celestia and Luna.
There's a lot of little things you gotta do in this world. There's a lot of little things you gotta try.
And yes, I know we had them singing together at the end of season 4, but this is the first official song for the pair, and honestly, I think it's okay. I mean, it does its job of helping to move the story along for the sisters as we get to see more of what each sister is into. Celestia is like Twilight Velvet in that she's a bit of a thrill junkie, while Luna just wants to relax and do simple things. Admittedly, I would say I was more on the side of Luna, especially since she has probably the funniest experience.
It's the post office!
It is indeed.
Just think! All the mail in Ponyville goes through here! Isn't that amazing?
Sorry, Luna, but unless you've got Mrs. Goggins behind the counter, there is nothing noticeable about the post office. But of course, these differing interests take their toll on each of the sisters.
I hope you're enjoying yourself on your super relaxing picnic, sister.
I would be if you hadn't made us hike through a million prickle bushes.
They hurt less than that horrible howling you dragged us to.
That was Ponyyachi, and it's an opera.
Well, that certainly brought up an old fan-made classic.
Ponyyachi, Ponyyachi, what's got you so blue?
Oh, just face it, Luna. You are never happy.
Because you don't want me to be happy. I always have to do things your way. I bet you wish I'd never come back so you could still rule day and night.
What I'd like is a sister I can depend on.
You mean boss around?
Calm down, Luna.
No! And don't you dare use your Canterlot voice on me!
Wait, have we ever had the Royal Sisters using the Royal Canterlot voices on each other? So after that, both sisters go off to do their own things, and yeah, you can see what's gonna happen. They can't really enjoy it and begin to miss each other. And again, Luna gets some cracking lines.
Honestly, Princess, didn't you wear any sunblock?
That's a thing?
Well, anyway, Celestia and Luna meet up again as they decide to watch the sunrise together.
Sorry I said those things before. Sometimes it's just tough being the little sister.
It's not always easy being the big sister either. I'm sorry too.
So they make up just as Twilight is about done causing so many tidal waves all over Equestria.
You think maybe Twilight's having trouble with the amulet?
We should probably go help her.
So yeah, that was it, folks, between Dark and Dawn, and honestly, I don't think it's as good as a royal problem.
There's a lot.
I mean, yes, you do have some slight funny moments, whether it was in the dialogue or even some visual gags, but the episode itself didn't really grab my attention outside of just seeing Celestia and Luna bonding. And again, while that was done well, and it was nice to see some personality out of them, I just think a royal problem handled their differences and conflict better. You may also notice that I never touched upon the B-plot involving the main six and the royal swanifying. Well, there's a simple reason for that.
Hello, Lisha.
It had absolutely no point to the story. It became boring every time we had to cut back to them, and plus, Fancy Pants was kind of unlikable. What the hell? He was the only member of the Canterlot Elite that we actually enjoyed seeing, but now I just wanted to punch him. So yeah, I'm conflicted with this, but because of the B-plot, I'm afraid to say that this episode was just not good. And I don't know if I'm in the minority on this, but with how excited I was for this story, I just felt something more could have been done with it. It is unfortunate considering that this is the episode before the mid-season break, but hey, what can you do? Well, this is BronyDan saying, Nostar, and keep tuning in for next time. We're going to take a look at my 100th episode. And I cannot wait to show you what I've got in store.
It's my turn to do the choosing. After river rapid cruising, this adventure isn't too fun to be.